In 2017, the Paris Saint-Germain Football Club transferred Neymar to Barcelona. In return, they received 22 million euros. If that transfer fee was all PSG did in 2017, PSG would still be in 15th place in club revenue. This doesn't include their ticket sales, sponsorship deals, and merchandise. But this made us wonder, is it a viable business model for teams to generate revenue mainly by selling their players to other teams? The world of soccer is changing. Saudi Arabia is aggressively investing into the game, offering hundreds of millions to Mbappe, Messi, and Ronaldo. Messi is shaping the American soccer market each time he steps on the field. But everyone is bent on one thing: winning. To teams, if a player helps you win a title, then they were a success. But from a business perspective, revenue equals success. Some teams understand this better than others. Let's start by investigating a well-known Portuguese club, Benfica. Benfica sends out an army of scouts across the world, finding talent when they are extremely young, even as young as 7 years old. They then place these children through an intensive training process, building them into professionals. Later, Benfica transfers these players to other teams as they reach their peak values, reaping substantial profit. Benfica knows that these players would never see the playing field at other teams like Real Madrid or Manchester United. Unable to showcase their abilities, these players would likely be ignored. By signing these players early, Benfica serves as both the training camp and the stage for these players to shine. This business model isn't a fluke. Benfica repeats their winning formula over and over. To name just a few, Renato Sanches sold to Bayern for 32 million euros. David Luiz sold to Chelsea for $25 million, and Nemanja Matic. Matic sold back to Chelsea for another $25 million. Chelsea essentially gave Benfica $25 million to train Matic for them. Over the last 13 years, Benfica has made over $1 billion selling players. This is similar to private equity firms who buy out companies that are underperforming, bringing in expertise to improve their profitability, then ultimately sell the company. Blackstone Group, for instance, bought Hilton Hotels at a rough time, improved the company, then sold at a valuation of over $12 billion. Benfica is a private equity firm of football. Another similar strategy has also made its way to England. Two separate clubs, Brentford and Barnsley, have used data analytics to optimize for performance while decreasing costs. Using statistics like expected goals, they identify undervalued players. When these players overachieve their value, their clubs turn a profit. Look at Brentford. As late as 2014, Brentford was residing in the third tier of English football. But with a series of targeted signings throughout recent years, they've been able to climb to the Premier League. We can see this strategy in action with the signings of Neil Maupay, Ollie Watkins, and Saïd Benrahma for 6.5 million euros. All three were scoring under their expected goal statistic, allowing Brentford to pick them up for cheap. By 2020, they had all been sold for a collective 77 million euros, an 1100% return on investment. In other words, Brentford uses the Warren Buffett investment strategy. If you identify the undervalued players, it's inevitable that their value will increase over time. So winning titles isn't the only way to make money as a football club. Only the richest teams are able to drop fortunes on the top talent. Other teams get to receive those fortunes by training the players themselves or identifying the undervalued ones. And that's the soccer player market unsealed.